Yes, circle theorems. So I'm going to do my best to condense this into 3 minutes. These are the 7 most important circle theorems that you need to remember and the wording that the exam board will need to see in order to get the marks. So number 1, a radius and a tangent meet at 90 degrees. So whenever we have the radius of a circle and a tangent meeting it, that's going to make a right angle. And that's really important because exam boards like to use this for Pythagoras questions and SOHCAHTOA and so on. We've then got the angle at the centre is double the angle at the circumference. So let's say that I know this one is 100 degrees. I know that the one at the circumference is going to be 50. The angle at the centre is double the angle at the circumference. Really important that both lines come to the middle and the same 2 lines are going to the edge. I've then got angles in the same segment are equal. And again, from this one, we've got both lines going to the edge and another 2 lines from the same point going to the edge as well. That means if this one was 47 degrees, then this one would also be 47 degrees. I like to think of a butterfly when I think of that one and how it needs to be balanced and the same on both sides or it would fly around in circles. We've then got the angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. So whenever you have the diameter going all the way across the circle, if you've got 2 lines coming off that going to the circumference, to the edge, it's always going to make a right angle. So if I go like this from here and this from here, that would be a right angle as well. Radii are equal. So radii being the plural of radius, we don't say radiuses, we say radii are equal, which means if I've got a radius here and a radius here, it's going to make an isosceles triangle. So these 2 angles would be the same. If this one was 100, then I'd know that this one is 40 and this one is 40 because angles in a triangle add up to 180 and they would have to be the same. The alternate segment theorem tells me that if I have a triangle balancing on its tip on a tangent, this angle here is the same as this one here. This angle here is the same as this one here. And this one would add in the triangle to make 180 and on the straight line to make 180. And last but not least, opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180. Now for this one, I know that these 2 angles would add together to make 180. And I also know that these 2 angles would add together to make 180. So if this one was 80, this one would be 100. And if this one was 50, for example, that one would be 130. Altogether making 360 for a quadrilateral. I really hope that helped.